Welcome to, on the other hand, and a special welcome to Asema Nikita, placeholder, and any other new viewers. Today I'll be discussing YouTube censorship and the pros and cons of YouTube alternatives I'm currently using. But first, here's a quick introduction to YouTube's basic metrics. YouTube mainly tracks impressions, views, and watch time. Whenever YouTube shows someone a thumbnail of a video, that's an impression. Once someone clicks on a video, that counts as a view, and YouTube also keeps track of how long each person watches, aka watch time. These come together to give the algorithm an idea of which videos are popular. It's only when a decent percentage of people click on a video and watch a significant portion of that video that the algorithm gods smile and promote it to others. So this is how the algorithm works, ideally. The problem is that the algorithm giveth and the algorithm taketh away. If YouTube, in all its wisdom, deems your video or channel to be controversial, it can use the soft censorship commonly referred to as blacklisting. This is where YouTube suppresses a video, even if it has good metrics. And if you're wondering why I've described the algorithm in vague religious terms, it's because the algorithm seems as predictable as the Greek pantheon, and mere mortals can only hope to avoid their wrath and temperamental moods. Continuing with the theme of censorship, YouTube has previously rolled out a self-certification system, not at all to be confused with the social credit score, that supposedly allows you to show how trustworthy you are in following the vague YouTube community guidelines. If you want to hear more about that subject, here's an excellent video from LBRY. But the short version is, the self-certification punishes those who have supposedly crossed lines, despite YouTube never clearly labeling what and where most lines are. Now we hit the present day. Recently, politics has been in the news a lot, and YouTube has now determined that it shall, quote, connect people with authoritative information and limit the reach of misinformation and harmful content. In order to accomplish this, YouTube has resorted to hard censorship, in that it will remove certain content outright that is described on the screen, no questions asked. I would actually read the blog post, but even mentioning the words in this new policy can get you flagged and removed. How do I know that it will get you removed? Because one of the content creators I've met on YouTube recently made a video just covering this policy change, and guess what happened to their video? It was removed. And the only recourse is to ask YouTube to take a second look, but they don't tend to admit they were wrong. On that topic, I would highly recommend going and checking out the Conservative Wire, especially if you enjoy long-form political content. So what do you do when a platform starts to censor people this blatantly? You look for alternatives. Right now, I have my content on YouTube, BitChute, LBRY, and Rumble, and for the rest of this video, I'd like to discuss the ins and outs of each of them. First, here's YouTube. YouTube has excellent analytics on the channel level as well as on the video level. You can see practically anything you could ever want, including traffic sources, search terms used to get to your videos, how much YouTube is showing off your videos, and even the demographics of viewers. It's really awesome. YouTube is a centralized platform and is owned by Google, so yay for tech giants who decide to start censoring people. When it comes to getting monetized or paid, YouTube's current standard is 4,000 hours of watch time in the past year, as well as 1,000 subscribers before you can apply for monetization. When it comes to the upload process, YouTube is reliable and offers lots of options, including live streams, if you can verify your account with a phone number. Because YouTube has a notification system, it's very easy to be alerted to and have conversations with people in the comment sections of videos, which I see as a must for a platform like this. The big downsides, like I've mentioned, is YouTube's blacklisting capabilities, as well as its aggressive copyright claim system. BitChute is the first alternative platform I tried out, and it has very minimal creator analytics, specifically just the view count on each video as well as a subscriber count for the channel. It is a very hands-off platform and claims to be peer-to-peer. Theoretically, this means there's little chance for censorship, but I'm not sure how accurate this peer-to-peer claim is. When it comes to monetization, I think the only option is to set up being able to be tipped by a viewer, and the upload process is buggy. Often you need to upload a video twice, which isn't great. And as far as I know, there's no notification system for comments, which is lame. A concern of mine is that BitChute might fake some of the views it displays. I say this because my video with the biggest view count on the platform probably has the worst title and thumbnail I've done so far, which leaves me suspicious why it has performed so well here. So BitChute is a good backup that probably isn't going away anytime soon, but it also tends to have a lot of crazies and not a lot of community potential. On to LBRY. LBRY has a bare-bones analytics section, but it is better than what BitChute offers. LBRY is interesting because its algorithm uses cryptocurrency as well as the usual things to suggest videos. This is a cool idea because you can earn small amounts of currency by using the platform and then can support videos or creators you like. This boosts the video in the algorithm's eyes and can be cashed out by the creator if they want to. I think it's a cool idea to put your money where your mouth is. LBRY is an open source protocol, which is really cool as well. It seems to be made by the best of both the crypto and Linux world, which are awesome communities. You can tip to support other creators with crypto credits, but I do see this as having a drawback of people literally buying favorability with the platform. The algorithm doesn't just look at the invested credits to promote a video, but it does take it into account. LBRY does have an option if your channel qualifies to automatically pull in your YouTube content, which is really nice. The current threshold is 300 subscribers on YouTube. It used to be 100, which is nice because I qualified and signed up while it was that lower number. But it is an effortless backup to a YouTube channel if you qualify. I still have yet to see a notification system with comments, which is disappointing. So my concerns are that LBRY is quick to tell you how they don't make money, but considering how decentralized, new, and different the idea is for the platform, I am curious how they are making money and plan to grow, as crypto-based things can go sideways if not handled well. They also have lessened the rewards and raised the bar on the YouTube qualification since I've signed up, which is expected, but it's also something I'm watching. Finally, we have Rumble. Rumble is probably the most similar to YouTube. It doesn't have as good of analytics as YouTube, but it has better than any of the others I've mentioned. Its algorithm is based on licenses, of which there are 3 tiers with 4 total licenses. You have Tier 1 with no perks and no promotion, Tier 2 with monetization and some promotion, and Tier 3, which signs away some rights to Rumble, and they will try to distribute your video and make a lot of money. Rumble is centralized just like YouTube, and doesn't have a hurdle for monetization. If you upload a video, it can be monetized regardless of channel size. Not to say you'll instantly make a lot of money, but it's cool that there are no barriers. The upload process is pretty good, and I've only had 1 or 2 issues, and live streaming isn't yet on the platform, but from what I understand they will be adding it in early 2021. To my knowledge, none of the alternatives have live streaming capabilities yet either. Rumble does notify you with an email for comments, which is awesome. I do though wonder about the accuracy of the subscriber count, as according to the platform, I have twice the number of subscribers as I do views on the platform, which makes me a little suspicious. But all things considered, Rumble could become a viable alternative to YouTube. I hope this has shown why YouTube alternatives are good things to look for, and hopefully a good insight into the alternatives I'm using. As I said, I feel like BitChute is good for a backup, but isn't a good alternative. LBRY is unique and interesting, but I'm not sure if all that uniqueness will be sustainable in the long run. And Rumble seems to be trying to recapture that golden age of YouTube with instant monetization and a hands-off approach. So if this channel ever disappears due to the algorithm gods or policies of YouTube, you know where to find me. And if you want to join LBRY or Rumble, I have a referral link in the description for each, as well as just a regular link to my channel as well. As always, thanks, hope you enjoyed. And if you did, consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you'll get notified for new uploads.